When I first started this channel, Absolute Filmmaking, I gave myself one rule: do not make videos on the topic of Star Wars or Marvel, as I find these two subjects to be oversaturated on the YouTube platform. I instead wanted to make reviews on different types of movies, so maybe I shouldn't do it. Do it. Well, geez, when you put it that way. Alright, fine. I'll make this one-time exception, because I would really like to express my dislike of this new Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. To me, Star Wars Episode 9 should have been retitled Star Wars How Many Things Can We Pull Out of Our Ass? Seriously though, there's things in Star Wars Episode 9 that weren't planned at the start of the trilogy, but instead made up at the last minute, coming from the mind of Jar Jar Abrams. I don't know whose idea it was to have a different director for every new installment in this new Disney trilogy, because it started off with Star Wars The Force Awakens, which was directed by Jar Jar Abrams, and then it went on to Star Wars The Last Jedi that was directed by Rian Johnson, and then it was planned for the finale of this trilogy that Colin Trevorrow would be the one to direct. The thing is, every director is going to have their own passion, their own vision, and they're going to want to do their own thing, so why for the same trilogy would you switch the director 3 different times for every single movie? So after the hatred from the fans on Star Wars The Last Jedi, Disney decided to drop Colin Trevorrow of directing the final installment of this new Disney trilogy, and instead brought back J.J. Abrams, thinking maybe he could fix it because he started the trilogy and made the movie that was most well received from the critics and the fans. But the thing is, when you don't have a plan, it really shows. So in The Rise of Skywalker, not only are things happening that you can clearly tell were made for the story at the last minute, but the pacing of the film is also going really fast as J.J. Abrams is scrambling to tie up all the loose ends and also give a satisfying conclusion in the runtime of about a little bit over 2 hours. I mean, it's made clear that this movie needed to be a 2-part finale, and they needed to go ahead and just make Star Wars Episode 10. But the only reason they didn't do that is because Star Wars has always had the formula of coming in trilogies, which honestly is something they did not need to follow. As long as they could have gave us a good conclusion, I would not have minded a 10th episode. Look, and I get it, there's always going to be the people that are actually satisfied with the ending to this Disney trilogy. But not to say that your opinion is wrong, but your opinion is wrong. Alright, well, there. I made my peace with how I feel about Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, and now I will get back to reviewing actual film. This has been Absolute Filmmaking. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Until next time, goodbye.